Hi, my name is H. Johnson,
And I'm Teddy Jackson.
and in this segment, we're going to talk about approaching women, because there's several different things, of how to approach it and things you should keep in mind. And so in this module, we're going to discuss usually the mindset that you need to have when approaching a female, because it's going to affect what you say, it's going to affect how you approach her, and it's going to affect your kind of general presence that you give off to her. So the first thing I want to emphasize is no matter where you are, whether you're at a club, a bookstore, a coffee shop, there's some general principles that we should go over so that you have an idea of, things you should know each time. And the first thing I think is you should know your surroundings. Understand where you are. If you're at a club, understanding that the women going to a club are different than the women that you're going to be seeing at a grocery store. They have a different objective in mind, and so you can't approach them all the same way. You have to kind of gauge, what they may want and what they may be looking for.
And also, one important thing to remember is that, like Johnson said, the type of woman at a certain place thinks a completely different way. So you're not going to want every type of woman. You're not going to want every type of woman that frequents a club. You definitely have to figure out the type of woman that you want to attract, and then you have to go to those places to find her.
Yeah, and also going along with that theme, you can kind of gauge what a woman is like based on who she's hanging out with, what she's wearing, her body position, the way she's talking, the way she's interacting with people, and knowing that, when you approach one woman, she might be looking for a boyfriend. She might be the type who's wanting to settle down. Another woman dressed a certain way with a different body position and different presence may be just looking for a one-night stand. So you need to kind of figure out what you're looking for. And in this, since we're mainly talking about in this whole segment, looking for something more long-term, it's going to be crucial to identify the type of person who will be seeking, generally what you're seeking. It may not necessarily be like, okay, they want the same things and the same ideals, but you can kind of be able to distinguish between the two. But we'll talk about that at a later time. The main thing where you have to be, anytime, no matter where you are, you have to be confident in yourself and your ability to talk to people. You have to kind of develop that swagger about you so that you can have the ability to go up and talk to them, like no matter what, like knowing that you are, someone who, can gain attention. You are someone who has the social ability to, talk to someone without any previous meeting, without any kind of previous experience with them. Just feeling that confidence and feeling yourself is the first step.
And the next step after having your confidence down is definitely realizing what brings out that confidence in you. Everybody does something very well. Some people are amazing basketball players. Some people are amazing painters. Whatever makes you feel confident, you need to bring that same feeling that you have while you're doing that activity to when you're out approaching women. It's all the psychology of the mindset. Like we said, we're going to keep saying the dating mindset. If you can put yourself in the exact same mindset if you're in when you're extremely confident while you're, out there on the golf links, then that confidence is going to carry over when you talk to the women, and it'll become natural because in your own mind, you are in a very comfortable place. And the most important thing to remember about confidence is comfort. When you're comfortable doing something, that's when your confidence comes out.
And the women see that too. You'd be surprised how women are able to detect that confidence. Not only would it affect the way you talk to her, it also affect the way your body language is towards her, and she'll know that. She'll see that. And she'll be attracted to that. No woman wants a guy to come up to her and kind of look at his feet, mumble, or try to use a pickup line that doesn't work. She wants someone who can come up to her, confident about who they are, and show some genuine interest about who they are. So I think the first step in terms of getting to the mindset about things is whenever you see a female out, you never want to spend more than a couple seconds thinking about what you're going to say. If you're out at a grocery store, if you're out at a club, and you see that attractive female, go and talk to her, because 3 or 4 seconds after seeing her, you would have already psyched yourself out. You would